Hey guys, it's Brittany and today's video is brought to you by Wiggins Hair. They sent me 4 bundles of hair, 2 20-inch bundles, 2 22-inch bundles, and a 20-inch closure in the Brazilian straight. And I'm going to be dyeing all of this hair a reddish color. And these are all the materials that I'm going to be using to dye this hair. I'm just going to give you guys like a quick look at what all the materials are, but I'll have them specifically listed below in the description box just in case you don't get everything that I have on the screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the Quick Blue powder bleach, and I'm just eyeballing the mixture until it gets turns into kind of a paste. And I'm mixing the powder bleach with 40 volume developer, and I'm just going to be mixing that up. And I didn't have enough volume developer, so I just added a little bit more. So after I get the consistency that I want, I'm just going to go ahead and start to paint that bleach all over the bundles. I'm going to paint the front of it, comb it through with a paddle brush, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. Now, I started with the 20-inch bundle, but in hindsight, I probably should have started with the closure just so I could get it lighter, because I did the closure after I did the first 20-inch bundle. And then at the end I had to, well, off camera, I had to go back in and bleach the closure a second time to get it lighter. So I'm just showing you guys that I am combing the bleach through and painting the bleach mixture onto the hair. Now, after about 45 minutes, I'm going to wash out the bleach. Don't go any longer than that, or you're just going to have your hair super fried. So yeah, even if you want it lighter, I would still wash it out after 45 minutes and then try it again afterwards if you want it lighter, because I think just leaving it on there might just ruin the hair. So this is what all the hair looks like after it's been bleached. As you can see, the closure was pretty dark still, so that's why I had to lighten it. And that's all the shedding I got from the lightest bundles. So I got a lot of shit. And this is all the hair after it's been air dried, and you can see the variations of colors with it. So now I'm taking my Garnier Nutrice in the color R3, which is light intense auburn, and that's what I'm going to have on the closure and both of the 2 20-inch bundles. So I'm just taking the contents out of the box and mixing it together in that little bottle that comes with it. And I'm taking foil and I'm folding it in half, and I'm going to be putting that on the roots of the wig, of the closure, so I can protect that from getting any dye on it, because I still wanted dark roots with this unit so I can make it look more natural when blending and everything. So I'm just painting on the dye, and then I get another section and do the same thing. Alright, so after I dyed the closure, I wrapped it up with aluminum foil and I just kind of winged it. I wrapped this thing up like a burrito. I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I'm not a professional. I'm just, you know, trying something out, because just like you guys, I watch YouTube. So I just wrapped it up and I kept it on the hair for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I went on to the other bundles. This was the 20-inch bundle. So I just put the dye on the hair. I painted it, or just spread it out with the little paintbrush thing. And then I combed it through, flipped it on the other side, and did the same thing. And I will say, you have to get in between the hair or you'll get like blonde spots with your color in the end. And I have blonde spots in my hair, but it still looks pretty good even with the blonde spots in it. But if you want a even consistent color, you definitely have to go in between with applying the dye. And now for the last bundles, the 222-inch bundles, I am going to use the Garnier Nutrice R2 dye. Now this is slightly darker than the R3, the medium intense auburn color, and I wanted something darker at the bottom. So the two longer bundles didn't process as long, so they're already a little bit darker than the shorter bundles. So I did the same thing with these two bundles, just painted the color on, combed it through, flipped it over, did the same thing, and I let those process for about 45 minutes to an hour as well. And I let the hair air dry overnight, and then I made the wig using the hot glue gun method, and this is what it turned out like. I think the color is very beautiful. It's not perfect because I'm not a professional, but I still think it turned out really nice. And so I put mousse at the top. I still have some hump action with this wig when I'm wearing it, so I actually have it turned inside out on my mannequin head as we speak right now, like after I recorded this video. So I put some heat protectant on the hair before I started to flat iron the wig, and it flat ironed very nicely, and this is what it looks like in the end, and I am pretty proud. Hey guys, so this is the finished result of me coloring this hair from Wiggins hair. So I decided to color this hair because most of the wigs that I have made over the last like year or so that are human hair have been just black, and I haven't colored them. And I haven't colored them, but I've been watching a lot of dyeing videos on people like dyeing their frontals and bundles and stuff on YouTube lately. And I've been wanting to try to color my own hair. And I have successfully colored a wig maybe like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. But then when I dyed some hair this summer, it didn't lift because I wasn't doing it right. So that was a fail. So I've been watching more videos on how to dye wigs, and I think this one came out nice. I wanted more of like a, maybe a more subtle like auburn color, but I really like how this color came out. It's a really nice red color. And then at the bottom, it is more of a auburn kind of burgundy color, but the top is more of a warm red. But I do have some streaks of blonde in there because those streaks are blonde. The streaks of blonde come from when where the color didn't take in some of the inner parts of the bundles, but I still feel like it looks good with the overall color. Yeah, so when I was bleaching, like lightening the hair before I put the color on, I got really scared because at one point I had the hair in aluminum foil, and I looked over and I hear like sizzling, and in the aluminum foil pack my hair is starting to sizzle. Like the 3 bundles that I had already started putting bleach on, and I had them folded in different aluminum foil packs, and then I guess because of that heat, I guess because they were like not getting any air because they were stacked on top of each other, I did start to get the steam, and so I immediately had to like wash the bleach out. And but the ones that did process the longest obviously got the lighter color. I would suggest to stagger like when you wash out your stuff instead of washing everything out at one time, because the stuff that you've already dyed and bleach or whatever has been processing longer, so you definitely have to keep that in mind so you don't mess up your hair. But even though I did all that bleaching and stuff to it, it still turned out really well, and it looks pretty healthy to me. Yeah, so overall this was a lot to do actually. I know a lot of YouTubers, they do like the high color dye for their red wigs that they make, but I wanted to try something different. I just thought it would be cheaper, so I went with the Garnier Fructis color. I chose 2 colors to get some kind of dimensionality or depth with the color instead of just one color, and I do like how it turned out. But I will say, having to pre-bleach your stuff is annoying. So if you can cut out that step and just go straight into mixing your color with developer and then putting it on the hair and getting your color, I would go that route. But this still turned out very pretty, and I'm proud of how it turned out. I did get a ton of shedding, especially the bundles that were dyed the lightest or bleached the lightest, which I think is normal. So, and then when I make this wig using the hot glue gun method, and if you want to know how to do that, I'll put my video on how to do that on the info card for you guys, so check that out. I used the hot glue gun method, and I did cut my wefts as I was making it, so I did get more shedding because of that. But overall, I think it looks very beautiful, and then the closure looks pretty good too. That's what I like about like closures instead of, I know everybody loves frontals and stuff now, but frontals are annoying. You gotta do so much stuff to it. You gotta tweeze it, you gotta do baby hairs and all that stuff. I didn't even bleach the knots on this wig. I just put my face powder in the parting space and it looks natural. So I think this is very pretty. I wanna give you guys an update, especially to see how this looks if it's curled, because this would be very pretty curled. Like, I can already see this being really pretty curled. So I want to thank Wiggins Hair for sending me this hair to review for you guys. If you like how this color turned out, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you like natural lighting instead of like the whole studio setup and everything. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you'll be notified every time I do another upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.